Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm really excited about this video because last time I was pretty anxious, pretty annoyed, pretty upset with myself. I couldn't even trust myself after what I did. I'd really let myself down with my trading. Then I'm more inclined to follow my rules tomorrow. I don't even trust myself. Okay, so this is an exciting video because I've been waiting a long time to subscribe to Ross Cameron's Warrior Trading, to join the community and start trading with Ross and his tribe in the community there. Now, I wanted to do this 3 years ago, but I also wanted to progress my career. So I decided to study an MSc, so a master's degree in my field, and that was a 2 year challenge. Halfway through, I was struggling, if I'm honest, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to do trading. I don't really need this. Do I need it? I mean, I have a job. But the whole game plan when I first signed up for that master's degree was to keep in paid employment for as long as I can to give me the capital to be able to trade. That was the goal. So I thought I've got to stick to my goals. So at the halfway point, I really wanted to sign up for Warrior Trading, but I held back. And I'd started to pick up my trading quite a bit at this point. So this is about a year ago. Cut to a year later, I've just found out that I passed that degree, and I'm happy to say that it's finished. There'll be no more studying for me in terms of any career degrees or any of that. So I'm done with that. But what that enabled me to do is sign up to Warrior Trading. So the Warrior Pro package. I've signed up for that. And it was literally a few days after my last video where I'd made a lot of silly mistakes. I pretty much blew my account. I was a bit disappointed. So I paid the money, I joined the community, and instantly I was just blown away by the amount of support, the amount of support that they give each other in the community. If someone's having a bad day or bad red day, they're talking to each other and giving each other a pat on the back and some guidance, often telling people to go back into the simulator or to scale down their share size. But what I really noticed when I signed up for Warrior Trading is the main mistakes that I was making. Now, I was clearly overtraded. I knew that at the time because I thought I was just learning to trade, and the more trades I did, the better I would learn. And in the long run, I would have more experiences of good trades and bad trades, and then I'd be able to equate that knowledge or bank that knowledge for the future. When I become a full-time trader, that's going to help me, right? Wrong. The first thing I noticed when I signed up and traded for the first day with the Ross and everyone in the community was almost silence. Like nobody was trading. It was 7 o'clock, so it's pre-market, 7 to 9 period. I'm seeing things going up, and I'm thinking, well, I would have traded that. But Ross is just like, yeah, I'm sitting on this one. I'm seeing something else go up. I'm thinking, yeah, that hits the 5 criteria. And Ross will be like, yeah, it's a little bit high, or it's a little bit cheap, or the float's just a little bit above what I would like, or it's easy to borrow. So I'm kind of just sitting there thinking, well, we've been here an hour, we haven't traded. And then eventually Ross would find one that he likes, and you'll just feel the energy pick up. And then you know it's serious. He's like, okay, this is something we can trade. You jump on the trade, and if you're quick enough, Ross is real quick, by the way. You need to catch the smallest movements, and he can do that really well. But you know that he's on a good trade, so that gives you the confidence to enter that trade. Now it's down to you then to actually make money on that trade by not staying in too long, getting in, getting out. And that's something that Ross is really good at. And as he always says, his results are not typical, and that's because he is so good and so fine-tuned again in and out of these trades. Now, a couple of things that I noticed that I was still struggling with, even though finding these great trades. Even when there was a good trade and I entered it, I didn't always have the exit in mind. I knew I should have like a mental stop loss in my mind because pre-market you don't have fixed stop loss. You have to manually enter that yourself. Your control C cancelling your order. There's a lot of discipline involved in that. So I wasn't initially having a number when I jumped in, knowing I need to jump out at this level. So I was getting stuck in trades again, thinking, it's going to go up, and it wouldn't go up, and I'd be sat in a trade thinking, what am I doing? Ross is already out of this. And what I noticed about Ross is when I would jump into a trade, I would be looking for like quite a big jump on the chart, like green candle going up. He's looking at the level 2, He's looking at 10, 20 cents and he's out. He'll take it out. So when I started to hear him talk about the numbers, he'd be in a trade the same as me and he's going 20, 30, okay, I'm out. And I'm thinking, well, we've just jumped in. That's what he does. And that's how you make money with this strategy, this momentum strategy. I'm sure sometimes he'll hold longer if he feels more confident, but mostly he's waiting for the dip or the pullback, and he's taken, I think his average is 18 cents in profit over the course of a few years. So you're not looking at big, capturing huge gains. So two lessons that I learned there, two real huge lessons that I'm thinking are going to impact me the most moving forward over the next few weeks. Be a sniper. Stop trading everything that moves. This is what's hurting you. Certainly what was hurting me. Wait for the right trade to come. Just chill, sit it. 7 o'clock, some news. Nothing happened at 7. You wait till 7:30. Bottom of the hour, as Ross says. Nothing at 7:30. We wait till 8. Top of the hour. 8:30, 9, 9:30 market open. If there's nothing within the first half an hour, most people are out. So these are the crucial things that I've learned, just to be patient and to have the exit in mind as soon as I enter a trade. If I'm going in at 7, I'm like, okay, this hit 690 on the level 2. I'm out. Manually pressing it like a robot. And that's how you cut your losses. So share size as well. I was going in quite big before I got in Ross's community. I started off with 10, 25, 50. Soon it became 100. Next thing you know, it was 500, then 1,000. I had no right to be trading 1,000 shares. I think if I knew what I know now, I would have probably made some decent money and not lost most of it, because I did make quite a bit of money in some of those trades. I was making $200-300 a trade sometimes, but then I was just over trading and giving it all back. So now that I've signed up to Warrior Pro, I've been trading a little bit whilst I was at work. It's very difficult at work because the timing doesn't really work. So I try to do a little bit of my lunch period, try and catch at least 20 minutes, and then I'm out for the day. But now I'm back home, taking some time off work, so got like about 3 weeks. So I'll be able to trade every session in Ross's community and just sit there like a sniper, waiting for the right trades to come. I've put some more money in my account, so I'm going to sort of start afresh. Let's call it, I blew the last account down to $150. We're going to bump it back up a bit. I think it's at the moment going to be about 1,500, and then I'm going to put a little bit more in maybe in the next week. And I'm going to try and preserve that capital and make that grow. That's my goal. That's my plan with this. That's my plan moving forward. So yeah, so basically, reason for this video is kind of a celebration of the fact that I can finally start trading, because I waited so patiently for the last 3 years. When I first signed up to Ross's 2-week trial, I think it was around 3 years ago. And I waited patiently for the right time in my career, my study, to be able to indulge myself fully into Ross's content. So I've been doing that. I'm now trading in a community environment, and I feel like I'm making some progress. Now, it may not look like that on paper, as I've just blown an account, but if we look at my trader view, you'll see a clear line where I lost money, lost more money, lost more money, and then in like the week where I started trading with Ross, I lost a little bit. I think I lost $60 that week compared to like 1,200 the week before. So for me, that was almost as good as a green week. That was progress. Now, if I can just go into this next week and get some green days and maybe finish my first ever green week, that again will be progress. Disclaimer, yesterday didn't go too well. I was down, I think, 40 on the day, and a nightmare with internet. It was raining heavy here in Indonesia, and I was getting clicked out of my broker account like literally every 5 minutes, stuck in trades. I'm surprised I didn't lose a lot more. Very frustrating. And to be honest, I remember one of Ross's videos mentions to have contingencies in place, and it took me ages to actually hotspot with my phone and sort this out, and eventually worked. So there's the lesson for you. Have contingencies in place. If your internet goes down, you do not want to get stuck in a trade. Luckily, I was real small share size, so it didn't impact too much. So I guess for this video, it's just explaining what's happened since the last video, which I didn't trust myself. I wasn't sticking to my rules, to where I am now, learning from the professional retail traders, Ross and some of the other more experienced people in his community, to just slow down, Just treat every day as a new day. If you have a red day the day before, just go in small share size. The next day, you try to build up that cushion. Don't overtrade and just trade the good stocks that are high quality and they're hitting the 5 pillars of stock selection, which, as a reminder, the price point between $2 and $20 and float for below 20 million, relative volume at least times 5, but most of the time it'll be a lot more, and generally volume as well we're looking for. And the final one is, well, that's no good. That's no good if I don't know all my stock selection. Price 2 to 20, relative volume, float. Breaking news. Fifth one's breaking news, of course. That's the issue as well. Last time I would see a stock shooting up, no breaking news, and I'd be thinking, well, maybe that's moving for a reason, and I know better than the market, and then it would just plummet down. So breaking news, news catalyst, really important with this strategy as well. So where do I think I'm going from here? So what was the ultimate goal for me to start trading? Well, it was to make money. Am I making money at the moment? No. Am I going to quit? No way. This for me was a goal to be achieved really for me and my family, to be able to quit work whenever I feel like it, or to be able to continue working but on my own terms. So this is one of the biggest challenges I've ever taken up in my professional life, and I finally feel like I'm in the right space to really monitor my progress and trade as often as I can. With TraderView as well, you're tracking all of your metrics. I really feel like this is the first time in the last however many years it's been that I've been interested in trading that I'm actually an active trader. So for me, my goal is to continue trading with Ross in the community, and just to start getting consistent green days, then consistent green weeks, slowly upping the share size as we go. But I'd love to finish the first month of being at home trading full time. I'd love to finish this green to prove to myself that when I have the time to sit without any distractions and trade, that it's actually possible. I feel that at work there's too many distractions, traveling and this kind of stuff. So, come in, buddy.
I forgot. My mum needs her iPad and computer.
Okay, you can get your mum's iPad and computer. It's here.
Okay.
Both hands is really heavy. Got it?
Thanks.
Well
Bye.
done.
You're going to have to close the door.
Okay, I'll close the door.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that's real life right there. Yeah, I mean, you got to love family, and if you can stay at home and work from home a few hours a day, I think with this strategy you could literally work 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you could be your own boss. You could probably earn more than you could in a career, most careers, if you can get to the level of Ross and some of the other people in the community. So that's effectively the end goal. Let's hope that in 2 to 3 years we can have that level of progress. We can only hope, pray, and give hard work every day, which I'm doing. Whole YouTube thing is not going great at the moment. I've got 2 subscribers though, so that's my wife and my son. But you know what? It's not about the subscribers at the moment, at least. I'm just putting the videos out there to be honest to myself with my trading, to reveal the progress. I can look back on these videos in years to come and think, wow, was I really that bad at trading? And I've hit this level now, and that's real progress and growth. So if you do come across this video, feel free to like and subscribe. You could literally be my 3rd subscriber. That would be fantastic. And yeah, I just want to say good luck to everybody else out there that's learning to trade, and I really hope that you can make it to achieve all your goals and financial freedom and freedom of life to be able to do whatever you want to do. That's my goal. So far in life, I've managed to achieve most of my goals, so I don't see why this would be any different, which is a very exciting prospect. So it's achieved the goal or die trying, but I'm really thankful to Ross and his community, and I think this is going to be the gateway for me in particular to have a successful trading career. That's it. Thank you very much. I will try to post a video of me doing some live trading over this next week. Sorry, I forgot to mention I'm also using Trade Zero now instead of what was I using before? Weeble. I might mention that in my last video, but there's a huge difference, especially between Weeble UK and Trade Zero. So Trade Zero, you're in and out of trades a lot quicker. If anyone wants to know more about Trade Zero, then hit me up. Okay, that's great. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.